Hello friends, in this video we will try to discuss one of the Scala interview question. So the ask from the interviewer is how to transpose or pivot a given sample data frame into required columns. So the sample data frame looks like this: employee ID, employee name, employee salary. Employee ID, let's say 10 and 20. Let's say employee name is Bala and Krishna, and employee 20 Bala and say Krishna. Now let's say employee salary Bala have 1000 and Krishna have 2000, and again Bala had 3000 and Krishna had 4000. So this is how the sample data frame looks like this. Now let's see the expected desired outcome. So employee ID and Bala and Krishna. So these are the three columns which is the expectation, and 10 and 20, and Bala had salary of 1000 and 3000, and Krishna had salary of 2000 and 4000. So from this input data frame, so this is the expected outcome. So we will try to see into practical how to achieve this. Let's go to IntelliJ IDEA. Now under main, let's create a sample Scala object. Let's say pivot df. So step number one, let's try to create an object. Creating object, and within object we are creating main method. Def main args array of string. Okay, we created object and then we created the main method. Now we will try to create a Spark session. Well, Spark equal to, no, creating Spark session. Well, Spark equal to Spark session dot builder dot master, let's say local dot application name, let's say pivot df dot get or create. Now let's try to import one more library which requires for us. What's it dot apache dot spark dot sql dot functions. So these are the two libraries which we required for our desired outcome. So we imported the Spark session successfully. Now we will try to create a sample data frame. Creating sample data frame. Now let's first of all we'll try to import the implicits. Import Spark implicits. Now val data, we are taking sample data frame sequence of, let's try to take employee ID 10, employee name Bala, and salary is 1000, comma employee ID 10, employee name Krishna, salary is 2000, comma employee ID is 20, and employee name is Bala, and salary is, let's say 3000, comma employee ID is 20, and then employee name is Krishna and salary is 4,000. Okay, now we have created sample data frame. Now out of this sample data, we are going to create a data frame. Val df equal to data dot 2df. So using dot 2df method, we are going to convert this RDD into data frame, and then we are assigning providing schema employee ID and employee name and then employee salary. Okay, now let's try to look up the sample data which we created. So program ran successfully and then we can able to create a sample data added into data frame. Now let's try to pivot the data frame. Pivot the data frame to transpose. Okay, now let's val transpose df equal to df dot, let's say first of all we'll try to do group by based on employee id, and then we'll try to do pivot based on employee name, and then we will try to do aggregate of first employee salary. So first of all we are grouping based on employee id, then we are pivoting based on employee name, and then we are aggregating based on employee salary. Now let's try to look up the data. So what we are trying to do here, we first imported the necessary libraries which are required for our program. Then we are creating object main, within object main method. Then we are creating Spark session, and then we are creating sample data, and then that particular data we are converting into data frame, and then we are preparing the pivoting the that data, whatever we created data frame, we are pivoting it into the required outcome. Now let's try to run this program and see. Okay, program ran successfully. Now if we try to see the outcome, see Bala had 3,000 and 1,000. Okay, 1,000 and 3,000, and Krishna had 2,000 and 4,000. Okay, so we can able to successfully pivot the input data frame into a required outcome. So this is how we can able to achieve it. So that's all for today's case. If you really like it, please do subscribe, like it and share it, and please do the comment.